GFC, when you speak the truth, you stir up more than just people. You stir the spiritual realm. Let's take a look.
And some people don't like that. Some people don't want to. I mean, the dark side of things doesn't really probably enjoy that.
Well, what it was that I was attempting to do was impossible. So before I do this interview, there is no Illuminati. It's just a joke. It's just something that crazy people talk about. There's no such thing as our side and God's side. None of that is even real. I got
Wait, what's he saying? Okay. I think he's playing his words because we all know that God's side and their side is definitely very real. It is not a delusion of grandeur. It is very, very on point, real, and relevant. It is the veil in which we cannot pass through or see in this physical, but we definitely know it coexists alongside us.
gotta come and make it real. I have to come and say,
See that he wasn't telling you it wasn't real. Let's run that back just a little bit. I mean,
attempting to do was impossible. So before I do this interview, there is no Illuminati. It's just a joke. It's just something that crazy people talk about. There's no such thing as our side and God's side. None of that is even real. I got to come and make it real.
Hey.
I have to come and say, no. Everybody's not the same. So that's why when I said that, nobody came out and went, that's not true. I'm on God's side.
Oh, hey, Ephesians 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness. That's right. Katt said it straight. He's not just out here for jokes. He's speaking out here for God's side. So let's listen and hear what he has to say.
Like, none of them. I'm just, the conversation was to show that there are spiritual things going on in the world and that there are things that are bigger than just coincidence. And that a ritual is something that you do over and over and over again a certain way. You see what I'm saying? If part of the ritual is wearing a dress, then we should be able to look through entertainment and see all of these people being made to wear a dress.
That part, he brought up a very important thing where every man that's famous, they try to throw in a dress. If you go from like white girls to, Robin Williams, you go to Medea, who, Tyler Perry started off in a dress. And you go through all of history, they try to throw every man in a dress. And it's a theory, but like he said, it's a ritual. And if everybody is doing it, and it keeps happening over and over and over again, it's not a conspiracy theory. It is a ritual. I agree 100%.
That's what a ritual is. You know what I mean? Like, whether they're white or black, that doesn't matter. There's not other jobs where this is a requirement. Why is this?
Yeah.
Why is this so necessary?
Yeah, you don't see the dog catcher show up every other year.
Like, it's not a thing.
In a nice skirt, or you don't see an electrician
right. So
come up in a blouse every now and then.
Right. I'm saying a lot of people that doubt what you say don't read, and they haven't been readers. You know what I mean? Like, books were my life, literally. I thought that I could learn enough information to be an important person. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah. So Katt said it straight again. There's a battle going on. And too many people are scared to pick a side because that'll hurt the paycheck, that'll hurt the lifestyle, that'll hurt the the lavish amenities that come with whatever they're doing. But here's the thing. The fight's still happening. Even if you stay quiet, even if you don't choose a side, you choose a side. Even if you ride for the other side, know that and stay 10 toes down for whatever you're doing, because the truth is how you stand. The truth is how you fight. You can walk away from the truth like the rich man when Jesus said, sell everything and follow me. I don't think he meant that everybody rich had to be poor, but in that man's case, that's what was holding him back. And Jesus was like, I'm going to free you real quick. Sell everything and follow me. That man had a chance to. Jesus, do you realize what he told that man? He said, become disciple number 13. I don't know which disciple number he was, but just, imagine for that. He said, become my disciple. Let's go. Sell everything. Let's go. Let's get it. Let me show you what's important in life. And that man walked away from. Yeah, a lot of times we looked at he walked away from salvation. He also walked away from being a disciple. So where do you stand? Are you silent? Are you speaking the truth? This truth comes at a cost. It gets pushed down in the algorithms. It's not popular. It's harder to trend. It's judged more. Being in Christian media, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got a theology within their theological denomination. They have these intricacies, and you're not going to check all the marks. You got to speak your truth. You got to represent God to the fullest. And that's what I'll tell you. Truth is how you stand. Truth is how you fight. Remember, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness. God bless you, GFC fam.